Okay, hello there. So today I'm going to discuss the econometrics outline. Okay, so note this is also a tentative outline. So when I finish discussing all the topics, I'll come up with the final outline. Okay, so this is acting as more of a placeholder. Okay, so I may add more topics or remove some topics. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so what is econometrics? Well, econometrics is simply the use of statistical techniques to make sense of economic data. Okay, all right. So so that said, in econometrics, we'll make a key distinction between correlation and then causation. Okay, so we'll discuss that later. And econometrics is not like your normal hard science where you can have controlled experiments. Okay, so in econometrics, we look at experimental data. Okay, so that said, we have some techniques as to how we would go about getting causation, okay, in economic data. Okay, so we have the multiple regression model. Okay, so that's one of the first things we'll look at. Okay, so we'll look at a technique called OLS. Okay, so OLS stands for ordinary least squares. Okay, so with OLS, we are seeking to minimize the sum of squared residuals. Okay, there's also another technique called maximum likelihood, and then there's one called general method of moments. Okay, so these are the three ways of going about OLS. Okay, so when we do that, we need to look at finite sample properties of OLS. Okay, so with finite sample properties, if you have a sample, right, a fixed sample n, right, we want to look at how your beta will look like. This may not make sense. Okay, this is just the outline. Okay, and then we'll also look at large sample properties. Okay, so that is asymptotics. Okay, so as your n increases, how would your beta look like? Okay, your beta had to look like. Yeah, so that's the main idea. So once again, this is just the outline. We'll go into it into details in subsequent videos. Okay, so let me just write this down so that you have a fair idea of what we will be treating. Okay, so let's look at some other topics we'll look at. Okay, so some of the other topics we'll look at are instrumental variables. Okay, this is useful when you have endogenous regressors. Okay, and we'll look at treatment effects. We'll look at what to do when you have a qualitative or limited dependence variable. Okay, and then some other topics like non-parametric methods or estimation and machine learning. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.